On June 10th, 2026, I set out for an afternoon of railfanning on the famed BNSF Racetrack. Running for 38 miles between downtown Chicago and Aurora, Illinois, it boasts 3 main tracks and over 100 daily train movements each weekday. Wanting a taste of the action for myself, I boarded an outbound BNSF line Metro train from Chicago Union Station and disembarked in Hinsdale. I first walked down to the nearby Highlands Station, hoping to record the only operational mechanical crossing bell on the racetrack, but a brand new electronic bell had since taken its place. Here we see an inbound Metro train passing the station and brand new bell. The BNSF Racetrack is home to a number of unusual pedestrian-only railroad crossings. Here we see one such crossing with Amtrak number 6, the eastbound California Zephyr, flying past. After relocating a few hundred feet to the west, here we see an outbound Metro making its Hinsdale station stop. In the lead is an EMD F40 PHM-3, a locomotive unique to Metro. Metro's fleet of 30 F40 PHM-3s were given an experimental flat front cab. They have since been nicknamed Winnebagos for their resemblance to that company's older RV models. After having quite frustratingly seen 2 BNSF freight trains roll past while I was riding the Metro to Hinsdale, the sight of an approaching freight in Hinsdale was a welcome one. Here we see a westbound manifest with 4 locomotives in the lead. And just moments later, up comes Amtrak number 3, the westbound Southwest Chief. The continuation of one of the United States' most famous passenger trains, the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe's Super Chief, it is just beginning its 44-hour journey to Los Angeles, California. Next up is an inbound Metro train with a standard F40 PH-3 for power. By now, temperatures had climbed to over 90 degrees with high humidity pushing the heat index towards 100. A westbound BNSF domestic intermodal slices through the unstable air, passing another unusual and vintage set of pedestrian crossing gates. Just a couple minutes after the BNSF intermodal cleared, up comes another outbound Metra train. The crossing gates are back down in seconds for Amtrak number 4, the eastbound Southwest Chief on its home stretch to Chicago Union Station. Threatening skies can now be seen in the background, a subtle first sign of the afternoon's events to come. Well, things are getting a little bit exciting here. We're now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Storms are coming in pretty quick. They're gonna get here within a half hour. If I turn the camera around here though, well, that was the lightning horn. Seek shelter inside, but we're Railfanning. We've got business here still. Got one more outbound Metra, and then I am gonna bolt back to the station. Take some shelter and wait for an inbound toward the city. Despite the issuance of the severe thunderstorm warning and the city pool's lightning alarm sending me a very clear signal, I stuck it out for one more outbound Metra train. While beginning my hasty walk back to Hinsdale Station, I noticed yet another outbound Metra train approaching. Here we see what may be Metra's most infamous locomotive in the lead. For those blissfully unaware of this locomotive's unusual backstory, I will let you, the viewer, research that for yourself. Now back in the Hinsdale town center, within a quick dash of shelter at the train station, we see one more outbound Metra train. Unbeknownst to everyone at the time, it, along with several of the other outbound trains we've already seen, wouldn't get very far. It is now apparent that some very serious storms are approaching. Approximately 55 minutes after the issuance of the severe thunderstorm warning, the outflow boundary of the maturing derecho slams Hinsdale. Straight line winds as part of this derecho reached over 70 miles per hour throughout Chicagoland. As Metra bi-level gallery cars aren't exactly aerodynamic pieces of machinery, a high wind warning was issued and all trains on the racetrack were placed under heavy speed restrictions. As a result, this next outbound Metra train is running nearly 20 minutes late. Fortunately, the inbound train I was waiting for eventually crawled into the station. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will see Metra, BNSF, and Amtrak attempting to cope with the aftermath of this major severe weather event. As always, thank you for watching.